Hi guys! Okay, it's been a while. I mean, not really, but I had a stomach ache like a day or two ago, so I wasn't able to stream. And now I'm back. Welcome everybody. Hello. Hello Aaron, hello Jeesh, hello Horsing, welcome to the chat. How are you doing? Hello Lucian. How are you guys doing? Subscribers only mode has been long overdue. It has been. I always thought it was open, but apparently, I don't know why, but even though it was on, it probably didn't work. So I just decided to turn it on anyways. It's not that bad, right? If you subscribe, wait a minute, then you can chat. Hello, Christopher. How are you doing? Hello, Hal. What are you doing? I mean, how are you doing? Mystery is a chat rules? No, we have fun over here. What are the chat rules? Enjoy your time here. No politics, no racism, no nothing. You're cool. You'll be cool. There's basically not much rules, but if try not to be annoying, or you might get deported from the stream. That's it though. Can you check my community? Just an opinion for your art. Okay, how do I check it? How do I check it? So excited for tomorrow. Oh, you mean the Genshin patch drop? Dude, I am so excited too. I have a little bit of a voice crack, so I really wanted to laugh out loud, but I couldn't for some reason. But I am so excited. I am beyond excited. I can't wait to see a new region. Like, it looks so cool. I really can't wait. I wish I could stream it, but from my Wi-Fi, probably not possible. Who knows? I might decide to do it. Anyways, I'm not gonna be able to stream games during this week as well because I have like college assessment coming up and Comic Con's at the week and at the end of this week. So come visit me in Gold Coast. Yeah, I'm documenting a queer live draw event in our school hosted by the organization you're in. Cool. Also, do you remember who I am? I'll try my best. I'm trying my best. Remind me. I do struggle to remember people a lot. I'm sorry. You're gonna sleep, but just wanted to say a hi. Hello. Welcome to chat me. Have a good sleep. It's like, what, 10 p.m. in Hong Kong? Well, have a good sleep. You're gonna 100 dormant port immediately? Dude, that would have been me if it wasn't because of my college assessments. But that would have been me. I previously was Celestia. Oh, okay, cool. Cool. I do kind of have a recollection of it. I can't wait. Honestly, okay, Dude, I wish 6.4, like patch 6.4 was a lot shorter because I cannot wait for 6.5. And it just happens to be in like, in the middle of me, my assessments and my work. So I can't play it immediately. And I'm hyped for 6.6 as well because Dottore is probably coming back based on speculations. I mean, it's all speculations, we don't know, nothing's confirmed. But I'm super hyped if that's true. Like, I don't care, I just want to see him again. Frick Columbina, I don't care. And good luck on your college assessments, thank you. I need a doctor for Genshin. I think he's gonna come back in like next patch, which is like a month later or something. But anyways, I'm like super hyped. And I'm pretty sure 4.2 in Honkai Star is also coming up very soon, like a week or two later. Oh, I am so excited. I can't wait to see EVANESCIA. Oh, my sweetie, cutie, sweetheart. Hello, Exlia. How are you doing? I'm doing great. Thanks for the care. Can you check the YouTube chat first? Wait, which one? Okay, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna try my hardest to read all the chat in my YouTube, but sometimes I do tend to kind of miss it. Unintentionally though, I totally don't mean it if it happens. I feel like we should detail her stockings, you know what I mean? Is there like a picture of a stocking? I've never wore a black stocking before, but I do know it has like some interesting stuff in it. Wait, hold on. How do I draw it? Okay, cool. I just want to make some changes to your stocking since it looks a little plain right now. Hold on. This is the layer. Okay, we're back to the one layer mode. Right. What if we did a little bit of oh, why is it not white? Okay, whatever. Let's make it a little bit whiter. Because it apparently isn't white for some reason. Oh, it's probably because of the environmental color, right? Hello, Taki, how are you doing? Some of my messages are disappeared. Oh, that's probably because I have top chats on. Okay, let me see. Sometimes my YouTube does filter some chat. Glad you're feeling better today. Ooh, I hope this, I hope I do feel better. Comic-Con's in like a few days. Oh, my college assessment is due in a few days as well. Oof. That's gonna be tough. How's your internet? I'm using mobile data. Actually, that's part of the reason why I've cut down a lot of my stream. Like, I've streamed a lot less than I usually do, like, back then. And one of the prime reasons is because I just decided that I was gonna use mobile data for streaming, just so it could be more stable, even though the stream quality is still a little shitty. That's part of the reason why. So I just decided to, turn it down with my phone. So hopefully it should be a little more stable. Mobile data goes crazy. I have like 20 gigabytes a month. Hopefully that lasts me a little longer, but I mean, I'm keeping it in check. Most of the time in the home, and most of the time, even though the Wi-Fi is pretty bad, I still try to use my Wi-Fi until it's like completely down, so. Drawing your VTuber model? Ooh, cool. Can't hear a background track? Oh! Is it too... Okay, I'll turn it on a little bit. Like, I mean, I'll make it a little noisier. Turn it on. What is it? A little... I'm losing my English abilities, okay? Okay, how do I truly stalking so? Okay, I know her model probably doesn't have this, but I wanna... actually no. I wanna like do the usual stocking indentations in here. Yeah, I feel like this looks better. This looks way better. The messages I said is explain how to get into my community, and the reason you asked me how to get into my community because I asked you chest but you didn't know how, so I explained to you. I think there's a easier way to show me your artwork, which is joining my Discord. Guys, link in the description, join my Discord. Drop it in the art channel, I might review it. I mean, sometimes it depends on if I'm busy or not. If you ask nicely, I might look at it. Why am I being so condescending today? My parents are strict? What? Your parents are strict and you can't use Discord? You're so quick with drawing? No, I'm not. I'm just trying to speed up. Like, I'm so stressed of, like, these few days. I have no idea why. Maybe over the Comic-Con booth and my presentation due on Monday. I mean, Tuesday? Oh wait, my presentation is due on Tuesday. That means I have another day, which is Monday. I can just do it in my Monday's class. Cool. That that just made me a lot less stressed. I just went straight back to what I was in high school, doing assignments the day before and on the day. Can you please check if you can? Sorry for asking. Okay, I don't know. Look, I don't know how the community works, but even if it does, from the sounds of it, I have to join the community. And the thing is, if I joined someone else's chat group or something, I can't do it. Because if I joined once, I have to join it for everybody. I have to be fair, right? So, you have a pitch in a job interview tomorrow? Ooh, good luck. I just applied for a job in marketing. Hopefully they take me in as a junior. Look, I don't care about the pay rate. I just care about the work experience. I just want to have marketing, junior marketing video manager in my resume or something when I go get a full-time job, right? I don't care about the pay rate. They can pay me less than the... Look, dude, they can literally pay me less than the legal minimum wage and I'll still be happy about it. I'm only half joking, by the way. I'm only half joking. Like, there was a storm so strong, bunch of mangoes fell on the ground, and there was like a blackout for 5 hours. What? Dude, I hope you're fine. I mean, I hope you're doing fine. From the sounds of it, probably you're not. I mean, I hope you're doing okay. So, it's in your channel. Tap community button. Okay, look, I'm gonna do it once, but just because you asked politely. Normally, I don't do it because I can't, you know, I can't answer requests, or else I have to do it for everyone. By the way, if you guys didn't know, if you ever tried to DM me on Instagram and I didn't reply, it's probably because you sent me like 100 reels and I just blocked you. I block like one or two, like I block a person every few days on average, and that's because I keep getting reels. I keep getting sent reels that says like, send to 10 people that so you can stop blah 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 blah. Like, bro, please, no, please. One person does it, no. 10% does it, no. Hello, Miami, how are you doing? How are you doing? Don't have social media on Tumblr and YouTube and Pinterest. I love all the social media. The fact that you have Tumblr, like, considering you only have YouTube and Pinterest, which I'm not sure if it even qualifies as a social media. How do you have Tumblr? My art account is strictly for art and art only. It's a little bit same, but sometimes I do post some personal stuff, but not a lot. That's such a random spam. I don't know, I get a lot of these reels. I mean, cool. At least, you know, at least I'm not that irrelevant that no one sends me shit, but just because it's a collab character, Saber, I don't know Japanese. I can't do Japanese voice acting. The best I can do are like the English ones sourcing, and thank you so much for $5. Thank you for paying for my groceries this week. I just spent like $30 for this week's groceries. Thank you so much. Thank you, Horsing, for the donation. Yes, thank you so much. I can't do Saber because she doesn't have an English voice acting. But yeah. I don't know, genuinely though. Okay, guys, if I actually ended up as a voice actor, but then I feel like the closest character I could possibly voice act is probably, okay, I don't know, in Honkai Star Rail. I have no idea. It's probably, oh gosh, who is it gonna be? It's gonna be like an NPC or something. But if we're talking about like playable characters, I feel like, okay, I do like Saradra's sassy vibes, and I've listened to her voice too many times because I just like it. So I'm probably a little more familiar to her voice, but I don't know. Doesn't she just say, like, her combat voice lines are like literally just step onto the board or something? Oh, Cypher's voice is really cute, by the way. Okay, I would do it, Horsing. Just wait. I don't want to feel like I don't want to scam your money, even though I put in the goal that I said like I might not do it. But I don't want to feel like I scammed you. I'm gonna think about it. Regular groceries in Myanmar cost like $1 million kyat because of economic reasons. It's okay, petroleum costs like what, $100,000 in Australia, even though I don't drive. What a great day to not know how to drive. What a great day to not know how to drive. What do you think of my community? Okay, I'm gonna check it, sorry. Let's see. Oh, it also depends on what kind of advice you want to get. Do you want to get honest criticisms or advice, like positive advice, or like what's good about your artwork? Because my answer is gonna depend on what you're looking for. It depends on if you're like looking for honest criticisms or like looking for good like reviews about what is good about your artwork and what you should keep in it. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. I mean, I haven't... Okay, let me look at it. But yeah. Opinion and one advice. Okay, opinion... my answer to opinion also depends, because like it depends on if you want to receive criticism, because I know some people don't want to. So one advice I'd give is okay, try to how do I explain this? Okay, so from what I've seen in your artworks, it looks a little bit like this, right? So say I was drawing a stickman. Say I was drawing a stickman, right? Like that. What you drew essentially is a little bit like that. So it's like this versus this. This would be like the correct ratio, whereas this is more like compressed. This is one advice I'd give. But other than that, I think you have good coloring sense. You're fine. If it's good or bad, I wouldn't say good or bad. I mean, I'm not an art teacher, and I'm not teaching in an art class, but what I would say, I mean, I don't have the authority to say if it's good or bad, and I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings in here, but it's just one advice I'd give. Try to make it a little wider. Try not to compress it vertically. Oh, horizontally. Right, I said I was gonna voice act someone, okay? Wait, what if we try to listen to something? Let me click on like the Honkai Star English voice acting. Is horsing in the chat right now? Feel bad for horsing. Lifetime, it's been a while? Yes, and I'm gonna voice act like a character in Honkai Star Rail because someone paid me $5. And now I can't just scam them of their money. Okay, wait. Guys, like, in terms of the Ian voice, who can I voice act? What's like the closest one I have in terms of the Ian voice? Because I cannot pronounce Japanese words. But yeah, I actually do have the, okay, let me search on YouTube. Sometimes I just listen to their voices because I like it. Yes, shit, we can't just scam horsing. I was gonna scam horsing. You have ADHD and autism? It's pretty common now. Well, I wouldn't say it's common, but I mean, I've met a lot of people with ADHD, including me. To me, it's not a big deal, but I do know that to a lot of people, it is a big deal, so. Do you both Dr. Rachel? Freaking hell, no, I'm not a boy. Lupra from Reverse. Oh, I want to play Reverse 1999. In English, yeah. I mean, I can try JP as well. You're insecure with your art and you have depression? Okay, if you're insecure with your art, don't go, trust me, don't go around asking people what they think of your art, because not a lot of people are sensitive towards like being nice or being like supportive. So there's a pretty good chance you might submit like the prettiest artwork ever and then someone still finds a way to shit on it. And if you're already insecure about it, please don't do it. Like, I want you to feel good about yourself first of all. Then you can work on maybe art skills, this and that, right? Okay, wait. I have Saraidra's voice right now. Okay, wait. Let us listen to it. Trying Silver Wolf? Okay, we can look into Silver Wolf. Hold on. Let me put on Saraidra's voice.
Direct offensive? Or crush them from the flanks?
Dude, she's so cute!
If the world was all black or white, it would lose its charm.
Okay, how did she say it? Wait. I want to put the screen on here, but I don't want to accidentally expose what is on like my pin tabs because it has like my college portal, but... Well, how does she say it again? Wait, hold on.
If the world was all black or white, it would lose its charm.
Dude, she's so cool. Wait. If the world was all black or white, it would lose its charm. I forgot how she say it. I have like the memory of a goldfish. Okay, what else does she say?
The weight of victory now rests in my hand.
The weight of victory now rests in my hand. Dude, low-key, I should apply. I low-key. I should apply to be. If anything, ever
Without
happens to
risk,
Saraja.
how does one expect to win?
Dude, her voice acting is so good.
In the coming days, I shall grant you honor.
Dude, she's so
Don't try to
good.
stall your enemies. Ugh, tedious.
Oh, I love how she says tedious. She just says like, tedious. Why the Ian voice is so Saraja? Because it is Saraja.
Forward.
Forward? What are you forwarding,
Come now.
Saraja and Eno?
Step onto the board.
Whoa, that was cool.
Press the attack.
Holy, that was hella cool. I never noticed how cool her voice was on like normal speed. Wait, I didn't even listen to it. Like...
Press the attack.
Holy, does she say like press the attack? That was so cool. Okay, wait. What about like
A bloody fight to the end.
I've never listened to her
Fight
voice on
for
like,
me.
normal speed. That was cool. Oh.
Step onto the board. Press the attack. A bloody fight.
Maybe I can do like press the attack and that's it. You could do the cutscene quote of Saraja. Oh, wait, you're right. Wait, let me look at it. Saraja cutscene. I want to play it on stream though. Wait, hold on. Let me see if I have a way. Wait. Hold on. Let me just try to. Cute Poison, hello, welcome to the chat. Veni Vidi Vici. I think that's the JP voice though. I don't think the Ian does it. Ian doesn't do it. I don't think so, no. Wait, let me try to put the screen on here. Hold on. I saw I conquered, dude, that was so cool. I loved her at that moment. That was super cool. Like, how does one become this cool and this cute? How does one become cool and cute at the same time? How? I need the secrets. What did you do, Saraja? How did you become this cool? Wait, hold on. I like how we literally have like final on screen. Okay, wait. This one? Japan. I can't do the Japanese one. Is it like this one? This one? This one? Okay, please be JP. I mean, please be EN. Wait, hold on. Yeah, it is, right? Oh, dude, nostalgia? Come on. Oh, holy shit. Wait, hold on, it's not on.
To my judgment.
Let me mute the background music. Oh, dude, that was so cool. Wait, let's watch it, guys. Let's watch Saraja. For no particular reason, let's watch it.
I ask you,
That was
if
so
the old
cool.
laws were so perfect, why did they crumble beneath my feet?
You.
Oh, the priest has some really good voice acting, huh?
Talanton is long gone. Now I am the law. Challenge me
That was cool.
or submit, to my judgment.
Cutscene time.
Silence.
He's so cool.
What gives you the right to judge a priest of law?
That's because
Whoa.
I came, I saw, I conquered.
Dude, that was so cool. Wait, what did she say again? Wait. What did she say in the start again? When she was trying to like... Oh, does she say like silence, right? Wait, hold on. Oh, she's so cute! She is so cute! And calm and confident. It fits her so well.
Silence.
Silence. Oh, she's so cute! He's amazing. Wait, hold on.
What gives you the right to
And
judge a
high
priest of
silence?
law?
Oh, she's beautiful.
That's because.
That's because. Oh my
I
goodness.
came. I saw.
I saw. I
I
conquer. Dude, she's so cool. I love her so much. Oh, is it Ayame? Oh, wait. I have this the stream on my recommended. That was so cool. I love her so much. I mean, yeah, she's so cute. She turned the literal living human into chess pieces. Okay, you got a point, but she's still cute. Wait, guys, we have to listen to this. Wait, hold on. No, you guys have to listen to this. When you said I saw, you sound exactly like her. That's why I said I feel like I could do to Saraja. Doesn't her combat voice line just go like, step onto the board? And then she says like, your downfall is absolute, right? I feel like I can apply for a role. Just saying. No, this is obviously a joke. I'm not applying to be a voice actor, but just saying. I came, I saw, and I conquered, right? She's so cute. Design differences between playable and notable characters and non-playable and non-loadable characters are so weird. Yeah, that's true, but I used to be like, okay, I still firmly believe that NPCs should not get that treatment. They should still have a cool design. The thing is, I just noticed that apparently the community usually gets pissed when an NPC has like a interesting design and doesn't become playable. They'll be like, oh my gosh, wasted opportunity. No, it's not. We're finally getting some interesting NPCs and you're telling me that you think it's like, you know what? Wait, okay, you guys have to listen to this because Cypher is just way too cute. Hold on. You guys have to listen to this. She's so cute. Sometimes I listen to her voice just because I felt like it. I don't know if that's relatable. And welcome to the stream, Scroll. Welcome. How are you doing? She's so cute.
私を食い物にしようってわけ？ちょっとおとなしくしてくんない？早く撤収したいんだからさ。
Is there anyone who feels like Cypher's JP and Ian voice is so different, but they both fit Cypher so well?
お宝も強さも想像以上の匂い。
She's so cute. I love the voice acting so
何ぼ
much.
ーっとしてんのさ。時は金なりって言うでしょ。破産しちゃうよ。
Design different. The difference between an NPC and a cool design with playable, notable characters looking out of place. Yeah, it kind of does, I guess. Yeah, the playable characters sometimes does look out of place. Sarija does look pretty out of place. That's for sure. Ian has a different feel. She does, but I feel like her Ian voice does fit her personality a little better. But JP is a little more cute.
バレたか。
She's so cute.
遊びはここまで。
遊びはここまで。
嘘でも何人なら本当になる。
Wait, let's compare that to the Ian voice. Let's compare her to the Ian voice. I love the Ian voice, by the way. It's one of the times where I actually did prefer Ian over JP, but it's pretty close. It's so close. My Wi-Fi is like going so slow right now. Dang. My mobile did too.
Here's the deal. Don't fight too hard so I can go home early. Thinking of taking advantage of me, are you?
Oh, I love her. Wait.
Thinking of taking advantage of me, are you?
Dude, she says it in such a sassy way. She just goes like, thinking of taking advantage of me, are you? She's so sassy. I love her Ian voice so much. Now I can't play the video anymore.
Graze, and you're calling it quits. Weak. The air here practically smells of money.
Smells of money.
Thanks. That feels way better. Time is money, you know. Wait any longer.
Oh, time is money.
Interest.
Interest? What? Are you a tax collector or something?
This cat. We'll take it all.
Dude, her Ian voice is so cool. I love it so much.
Come to me. I'll take it all. You found me. You can't run. Yeah.
Ian sounds older, that's true. But I think it fits her character a little better in the story.
Our cute play session is over. The lie that everyone believes in becomes a reality.
She said the line! She said the line!
With enough believers, lies become reality. Gotcha. This is the flame chase.
Wait, did she just like meow when
So
she
many
got
lives I
hurt?
have.
That's so funny. That's so funny. Okay. Yeah, we're done with the voice acting now. It's alright, Joe. I think that's good enough for today. Where's my payment? I am not paying you guys for you. You should be paying me instead. Just more mature, Mr. Krabs. Oh, that's true. No, I'm not paying you. You should be paying me. Smells of money right now. The air practically smells of money. You should pay me instead. Cypher's voice in Ian really does sound different, but I think it fits her story better. While as the JP fits her visual design a little better. It's both different, but it's both really, really good. Don't get me wrong. It's like she has a demanding voice sound on Ian Cypher. Yeah, she would look you straight in the eyes and go like, Well, have you submitted your money yet? If not, I'm just going to steal it from you. She'll go something like that. She's gonna look you straight in the face and be like, it's not like you can keep your money in front of me anyways. I'm going to take it all. If a company would give me a job, I would probably spare like $5, but no, why would they give me a job? True. But no, why would they give you a job? That's what I'm talking about. In fact, it's 12:40. You're gonna head to bed right now? Alrighty, good night. Good night for you. Thank you for joining in the stream. You play Ian voice purely because you want to get the most accurate statement of the lore of Honkai Star. Oh, that's true. Definitely, that's 100% true. But I still play on Ian because I understand it a little better. Like, I don't know what. Like, I am so screwed. I have been listening to Ian better. But I love the JP voice. I used to play on JP. She's so cute in JP. She just goes like, Moraipo and something. Hayaku, hayaku. She's so cute. Best girl, by the way. Best girl, Cypher. Right, I was procrastinating. Your voice really fit on game character voices, not gonna lie. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. Didn't really think of becoming a voice actor, but if I was given the opportunity, I would love to try. It's not like it's easy to get into the industry anyways, so. I probably would never be a voice actor, but it's probably one of my personal goals. Maybe. I mean, I can dream about it. I'm never gonna get into the industry though. It's way too hard to get in, and no idea how it works, so. I forgot EVANESCIA's voice. She's like the waifu voice. She's cute. And that's kind of it. She's cute, mainly. You guys remember the nostalgia when Farina first appeared on the screen and she just goes like, Welcome, traveler from afar. What did she say again? She says like the kingdom of Hydro. What? She's like, I am the Archon, Farina de Fontaine. Welcome, distant traveler. She was like a little gremlin at the start and I love her so much. Just become a big enough YouTuber and they'll hire you because you're famous and not actually good. Dude, that's true. That's the best way to get hired as a voice actor. Just become a YouTuber or an actor, become big enough and they're gonna hire you. That's one way to go. I mean, you still paid effort in becoming big enough, so I guess, you know, that's one way to go. Imagine if Farina had like Cypher's voice line. The nostalgia of meeting Farina in the first time. Dude, that was so... Oh, that was years ago. I can't believe it. Can you guys believe it? That was like 3 years ago. That's crazy. If you're a successful content creator, you could be instant hire for marketing. That's true. Like, that's like a portfolio boost, I guess. That's why I applied for marketing. I feel like I should, you know, try out actual marketing and not just social media. But hey, anyways, I'm good with any job as long as it's like hiring me. As long as I don't get rejected, I'm good with it. I mean, it would be my dream to be a voice actor, but I don't think I'm gonna be one, because first of all, I'm not good. Second of all, I'm not trained at all. Third of all, I probably don't have time for it. Fourth of all, how am I gonna get into the industry, right? So, unfortunately. Righto. Let's see. I have no idea how I should do with the background, but... Hello, how are you doing, Octopus? How are you doing? Hope you had a great time today. It looks good, but wait, hold on. Ooh, okay, let's darken this part a little. Yeah, it definitely looks better this way. How do you make the clouds look so good? Dude, I spent like more hours than I would have wanted to. Follow references, try your best, and try to not overcomplicate things. You're gonna be fine, trust me. Or not, because I spent so long on them. Trust me, you don't want to do this, trust me. But hey, I'm doing this for my practice as well, so... Mood board? Yep, it's a mood board. I've never known that it was called a mood board until I went to design school, and apparently there's something called mood board. And it's full of references. That's apparently how they call it, so... What's the floor gonna be like? I saw there was staircase in the past streams. There is, but I'm struggling to think if I should keep the staircases. Because I've been thinking if I should just make it a puddle of water instead. If we did something like this instead, right? We should work on the... I want to work on the sky, but, you know, I'm a little stuck, so... Good idea to work on the water instead. Okay. Oh, gosh. No, I can fix it. Hold on. I need it. Need to do it well. I need to do it. I can do it. Wait, what? Oh, right. That's the erase button. There we go. Sorry, excuse me. Oh my gosh. Hold on. What's your layer filters that you always using for your art? I don't use filters. I mean... Sorry. This is multiply. I use multiply for the environmental color shadows. and overlay when I actually want to work on boosting the saturation and off stuff. Yeah, that's kind of it. Let me try doing this, because I have no idea if it's gonna work. I just hope it does. Oh, honestly, the water might work out. It might work out. That's what I'm saying. Okay, let's see. This time I'm actually using a filter, but it's for what's that? Ripple? Wave. There we go. Number of waves, 1. Oh, there it is. It's generating. I mean, it's coming. I wanted to say generating, but I don't want it to sound like AI. I mean, it is not AI, but yeah. Hold on. Vertical ratio, what is that? Amplitude? Shape? Rectangular. What is it? I don't want it to go this way, though. Why is it going the other way? Wavelength. Let's make it... Oh. Amplitude? Horizontal ratio. What does that mean? Why is it going like that? I want it to go the other way. What's wrong with it? Why is it going this way? Oh my gosh. Wouldn't that require you to change the leg pose then? It does, but if you don't say it and I don't say it, no one's gonna notice it. Trust me. Why is it going this way? I don't understand it. What's wrong? Hello? It's going the wrong way. Okay, what if I did motion blur? Yeah, that would be a good idea. That would be a good idea. Angle, make it 0. And strength, turn it a little up. Works for a bit. I mean, it does work for a little bit. Not by a lot, but... Oof. Hold on. Okay, let me copy this as a backup. Distort? Is it distort? Twirl? Ripple? Ripple. Wave. Why is it going the wrong way? Okay, rectangular, does that work? Number of waves. Yeah. Hold on. No. I'm getting into digital art so bad that it's so frankly, I think I died. It's fine. You will never know unless you take the first step. Oh, I realized why it's not working. It's going both ways. How do I make it not go both ways though? So I just turn one of them off, right? Would that work out? I think it would work out. I'm just sticking with my little Procreate. Oh my gosh, oh man. Yeah, okay, you guys all know my perception on Procreate. Number of waves? Amplitude. Getting 3D art PTSD, dude, that is so relatable. I cannot. Oh wait, what did I do? What did I do? Oh, is that the amplitude? Turn that off. I mean, turn that on. Ooh, okay, that's a little bit too much. Hi, John D. How are you doing? How are you doing? Wait, what's wrong with this? Oh my gosh. I'm so done with this function. And it takes forever to load. Didn't they say they optimize it for like the 5.0 version? It's a scam. Gosh. Turn to 1. Them clouds got jammed? I know. What's wrong? What did I do to you? What did I do to deserve this? What did I do to deserve this? Why is it not working out? Bro, what did I do? What did I do, man? Like, what did I do? Just tell me, what did I do? What did I do to you? What did I ever do to you? Why do you have to do this to me? Waves. Good, how are you? I'm great. I mean, not really, but does increasing the number of waves help? The background music? I know! I have good taste. I know. Thank you. I know I have good... Wait, I mean, I have good taste. I know. Brings back so much memories. Oh, the nostalgia. When the story starts and Paimon just goes, so what you're trying to say is that you met a something, like, and you got split up with your siblings, and then the cutscene just starts playing? Those were the times. Rule of the universe says that you will realize a way to fix it 3 hours later, which takes like 3 seconds. I know! Wait. Okay. Now, what fixes this issue? I just turned like a field parameter, so I'll buy clear CSV EX if I get a tablet. No, don't do it. It's not worth it. Okay, what do you need the EX for? EX is so expensive. Are you sure? Loves your mala and the burp. Hello, sister of John D. How are you doing? Thank you for loving the burp, but unfortunately, it's not a burp. It's actually rainbow jelly. I appreciate that you have good taste because I like the jelly as well. Okay, is that what fixed the issue? What is that? Ah! Dude, I'm crashing out. What is wrong? Bro, what did I do? What did I ever do to deserve this? What did I do? Just tell me, what did I do? I don't get it. Wavelength? Is that what it is? Okay, wavelength. Pro only gets me so far. Oh, you want to do animation comic? Ooh, oh, that's so expensive though. Genuinely, that is so expensive. I don't think it's a wise decision to spend $1,000 Hong Kong dollars or 2,000 on CSPX when you don't really know when you don't really know the program that well. I would reconsider. If you were to spend money, I would always go for the max. The smell of money. As Cypher would say, the smell of money. Let me introduce you to Krita. Oh gosh, the Krita bros are in here. It's the Krita bros again. Sell the sleeves. Wouldn't drawing by hand be faster by now? Okay, you might be, okay, what you said might be correct, but I'd like to give the benefit of the doubt, and I would like to get this figured out, right? Someone get some meds. Squirrel's dying. Someone save Squirrel. He's dying. I approve the Krita message. Okay, Krita is like, I don't know what to say about it because I've never used it, but so many people are saying like, use Krita, blah blah blah. Like at this point, I'm like, stop, please, stop. No, I don't want to use Krita. Leave me alone. Tried the free trial from a few competitions I entered before. Sounds like you do know what's going on. I'd say you, yeah, sure, but I would really reconsider. But that's probably on me and not on you. If you had the money, sure. Genuinely related to the money problem, it's a paper or a hoo-hoo marker artist. Oh, don't get me started on acrylic markers. And alcoholic, like the alcohol acrylic markers. Oh, don't get me started on that. Don't get me started on the Copic markers and how freaking expensive they are. They had absolutely no business selling it to be that expensive. What did I do? What did I do, man? Ugh. Okay. So, amplitude is what determines this wavelength. Okay, so what does this do? Wavelength. I'm just trying to figure it out, okay? Hi, Navia! How are you doing? How are you doing? It's been a while. It's been a while. How are you doing? It's great to see you again. It's great to see you again. When I said like donate $5 and I'll voice act a Honkai Star character, I should have done Genshin ones. Okay, hold on. Amplitude. I'm gonna do amplitude, right? There's the expensive, especially Copic markers. I know! Ah! I mean, I'm already treating art as a hobby. I'm just earning money from hopefully a full-time job to have fun in my ventures. Oh, that's the same mentality as me. I appreciate it. I have a similar mentality. Find on the corner. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. She said see you tomorrow, and Final did not see tomorrow. He did not see tomorrow. Stop lying, Tribby. Stop gosh dang lying, Tribby. He did not see tomorrow. Stop lying. Hina's learning physics all over again. Okay, look. I don't wanna... English is in fact my first language. But it cannot be my first language when I don't want it to be, okay? And in this scenario, I'd like to say that English is not my first language. Hence, it should make sense that I do not know what amplitude is. I think that makes sense. He didn't install Hellite instead. He didn't. Yes, he didn't. Do you think there will be a next story quest after Sarisa acquire Archon? 100% yes. Matter of fact, there is gonna be Genshin Impact 2. Why would they stop it when they're making so much money from it, right? They're not the type to like see, oh my gosh, our games are doing great. You know what? Let's end the story in here and let's not touch again to not ruin the story. They wouldn't be like the offer of Lord of the Rings, okay? They wouldn't look at it and be like, oh, this is perfect. We don't have to do anything about it. We shouldn't do anything about it, in fact. They would just go and extend the story, right? I'm 100% sure Hoyoverse is going to do that. The thing is, because they can keep earning money, and look, Genshin Impact is brutally a side project at the end of the day. Their real project was Honkai Star Rail. Like, Genshin was never meant to be the main project, right? Their Honkai games are meant to be main projects, and they can just earn from Genshin and then funnel all the money back into Honkai, so. I have 580 in my wallet. And it ended up with 70, 80 once I got my markers and paper. Oh, dude, I cannot ever do it. Like, whatever currency that is, I imagine it's not good. I like to imagine it's not good. Genshin's got them some more effort and shit ton of money. I wouldn't say it's more effort, but I'd say it's like medium effort, high money. Like, it's definitely not small effort, but it's also not like big effort, big money. It's more of medium effort, big money, right? It could have been way better. I wouldn't say it's like small, but like it's definitely not that good in terms of the graphics and whatever, like whatnot. But it's also definitely not too bad. Like, I mean, it's not too good and it's not too bad, I'd say. Wu was 100% better in terms of graphic, and like, I'm not too big of a fan of Wuwa, but I'd admit it that Wuwa is infinitely better than Genshin in terms of the environment graphics. So they confirmed officially there won't be any official depths of character before Teva end of Act 1? Really? There's no way. So they're not gonna kill off anyone? Bro, just kill somebody. I've said it, and I'll say it again, and I'll say it again. Farina should have died. Xiao should have died. That's what I'm saying. Farina and Xiao should die. I'm not saying they deserve to die, but if they died, their characters would have been so much more heartbreaking and interesting. Like, letting them live is actually kind of a questionable move to me. Okay, I know tons of people just want to see them live. I understand it because I was a Xiao main and I'm currently a Farina main. I have a freaking Farina shrine in my room. But for the story's sake, Farina should have died alongside with Full Solars. She should have died, okay? That would have been so much better for the story. I'm just saying, okay? Just saying. It would have been better if she actually did die. Just saying. The waves look so shitty though. You know what? You guys might be right. I should just do it by hand. After all of this, I'm just gonna do it by hand. For playable characters, Syndrome's gonna revive somehow. She's 100% gonna revive. I don't even have to look at leaks or something to know she's gonna come back. I have so much hope for Syndrome. I'm practically saving up for her C6. Practically. Unless she's like rigged. which I hope doesn't happen. I was crying for Xiao when the Xiao story quest happened and I just saw the official live stream. Well, spoilers alert, he didn't die. Like, just saying, he should have died there. It would have been so much more impactful for his character if he died. Like, okay, just because a character died doesn't stop them from releasing it. Look at what happened to Amphorius. Like, I'm glad that they killed off so many characters. They killed off the entire cast, actually. Like, I'm not saying they deserve to die, but the fact that they died... See what happened to Amphorius? The fact that they died created so much more discussion and so much more alternate universes, so much more community stuff. That was way better. Genshin just doesn't want to kill off their characters for whatever reason. It's like, okay, if it was meant to be a cozy game, if the story was meant to be cozy, then sure. But we can both tell Genshin was never intended to be cozy. Genshin and Honkai Star is like the type of game that would censor blood with whatever they have in stock just so it wouldn't be 18+, but the story is clearly at least 16+, and they try to cover it. I don't know how they've got past, like, look, I don't know how Genshin is still like, what, 12 or 13+. Honkai Star especially should have been 16+, if not 18+, for the emotional impact it induces on children, okay? But just because... Bro, it's not a cozy story. Just kill off someone. I don't care. Sarydra did not die. I am Zagreus. That's right. No one died. I'm Zagreus. No one died. Also, is there any theory on what the traveler is doing, or did they have a little bit before they get descended to that world? Because I'm really curious if Genshin is a past or present on Honkai. Okay, if you're in for Genshin lore, I can explain it. Honkai Star, not too much, but pretty sure Genshin is in the same universe as Honkai. And basically, there's been a few theories that says that the Sea of Quanta in Honkai Star is the equivalent to the Abyss in Genshin. And the reason why Heavenly Principles terraformed Teyvat was because Teyvat was the only planet that was a little bit more away from Abyss, right? So Genshin is definitely in the same universe in Honkai Star, but the timeline we don't know. Because if Genshin, like in Genshin they found Teyvat because it's most far away, it's most safe from Abyss, right? So if that's true, and the rest of the world is contaminated with Abyss power, which could be Sea of Quanta, it could be like the Anti-Matter Legion equivalent, then I'm just saying there is a chance that Genshin is in the same universe but in another timeline where the finality is actually hitting. Just saying. Honkai series is just the imaginary tree. Yeah, it is the imaginary tree, but there's been like I used to think that Genshin is not in the same universe in Honkai, but a lot of the concepts they share are very similar. I mean I can't just list out all of them, but they have a pretty good possibility that they actually are in the same universe, but they just explain it in different words and terms. Teyvat definitely exists in the Honkai Star universe. And actually, about the siblings, it's canonically true that... Okay, it's canonically true that the Traveler has visited a modern planet, something like Earth, right? And the reason we know that is because Mavuika's voice line says it. Pretty sure, okay, I didn't pull from Mavuika, but pretty sure I've heard someone that if you... Like, if Mavuika would ask you about the motorcycle, right? And you would tell her you've seen something this morning before. That's like, clue 1. Clue 2 is that the Traveler would go on to say that, but in my home planet, or like any other planet I've seen, you need a license for this. You need a license plate. And Mavuika would say something like, I forgot what it is, but I think she says something like, oh, then does that mean I get to choose my license plate because I'm the first person that has a license? I think it was something along this, but it was pretty damn cool. It was pretty cool. Genshin is basically one of the leaves of the imaginary tree from Honkai? Yeah, it is! That's true. If the leaves fall off the imaginary tree in the Sea of Quanta, the universe dies. I don't know that much up until here, but I'm pretty sure that is how it works. Actually, I really like how... I think, okay, look, even if Genshin wasn't a universe in Honkai, which probably isn't true anymore. It's probably canonically true that Genshin is part of the Honkai universe, just a planet on it. Don't you think that it's pretty interesting that Irminsul looks like the imaginary tree? Like, Irminsul is the embodiment of an imaginary tree, and it has appeared in Genshin. Now, let me just say, okay, Sumeru definitely has a lot more than we see it. Their Irminsul hasn't burned yet. We haven't seen the ending of Sumeru, in fact. Sumeru is like the Amphoria's equivalent of Genshin. It hasn't ended yet. A lot of people thought it has. In fact, it hasn't, so... So Glidon herds a spaceship. I'm really curious to that, like how did they get it? I want to know that too. I mean, some people say that's the evidence that Herd has canonically been in Genshin, but honestly, I don't know. It could be an Easter egg, but it could also be an indication. We will never know. Okay, I'll leave the waves as is. Think about that done for today, because I said I was gonna try to keep my streams short from now on, but okay, I'm gonna see the comments. Genshin is probably an enclosed planet, just like Emphorius, because there's no way that not a single sighting of an Eon was recorded, but only emanators or the people in control of Celestia. Oh, that's a pretty good theory, actually. I like your idea that that people in control of Celestia are emanators. I love that idea. What if Genshin was the simulated universe in Herda's office? What if? It definitely has possibility. We never know, but I mean, yeah. After, like, at the end of the day, Genshin is the side project of MiHoYo. That's why it's a little more shitty. Actually, a lot more shitty compared to Honkai in terms of graphic and whatnot. But the lore is still interesting enough. The lore is very complicated. It's definitely not any less complicated than Honkai Star Rail. I think that's a common misconception. Just because the scaling of Honkai Star Rail is the entire universe doesn't mean that Teva has less scaling. It just means that they focus on one planet more. Whereas Honkai Star is like focus less on every planet but has a bigger scale. Chain scaling, I guess. Yeah, I mean, yeah. But hey, one thing is true. Practically any Path Strider in Honkai Star Rail can just wipe out Genshin. Like, I don't know, send Fei Xiao to Genshin, she's gonna stomp it in one go. Actually, she's gonna one-shot it. Like, she's gonna one-shot the entire Genshin verse. She's gonna humble Columbina in her face. She's gonna humble Nuvolette. Basically, probably Fei Xiao can one-shot it. Herda can one-shot it. She just didn't want to. Every night, I don't know, because look, the thing about Every Night is that we don't know how strong she is outside of Euphorius. And she definitely was a lot stronger than she's supposed to be in Euphorius because she has like the regional buff, right? We never know. We will never know. Is ZZZ any connections on Honkai universe? I'm pretty sure Zenless Zone Zero is like the only Holo game that actually isn't in the same universe. It's in a different universe, I think. Travelers also went to multiple cycles, but there isn't anyone to stop or remember what happened last cycle. Because they can defy fate, and they are probably not a variable of the Genshin Impact world. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna call it, okay? I think that Sumeru is foreshadowing the ending of Genshin. Genshin is definitely in the time loop or something like that. And Sumeru is the indication of it. Sumeru is a huge foreshadow. And that's why I think Sumeru is so much better than what people claim it to be. Like, people have been saying that Sumeru is shit. I don't think so. Sumeru is really good. And I wish people would... Okay, just because you don't want to read doesn't mean it's a bad story, okay? Genshin Impact is a little bit of a visual novel at this point, with like bunch of combat. Hello, Script, how are you doing? Okay, I just said I was gonna end stream, but I just ended up drawing. Okay, I'll try to maybe add some clouds. Hello, Astrian, how are you doing? Because I do want to work on my college assessment after this. before I sleep and continue working on it tomorrow. Like, imagine I go to a Comic-Con, but I start doing assignments in there because my assignments due Tuesday. Like, I can submit what I have in hand, but I want it to be good, so. What is that sleep schedule? It's like 1 a.m. It's not that bad. I slept at like 4 yesterday, and it's been the earliest I slept in a while. I sleep in the morning. I sleep early and wake up early. If the Sumerian time loop did not stop. Oh, that's a pretty popular theory, but I don't think it's gonna be true. I believe that the Sumerian time loop has stopped, but it was a foreshadowing. They could definitely develop the technology again. Because I think if Sumerian time loop wasn't true, then they really just went out of their way to like literally create the peakest story in Genshin, which is Fontaine, and just decided to tell you in the face, fuck you, that was in the time loop. So Furina's gonna have to die 500 times again. I don't think they do that in Genshin. They wouldn't do it. They would do it if it was Honkai seen in Emphorius, but they wouldn't do it in Genshin. I don't think so. The desert does not need to be that big. As someone who has 100% to every single region, I can tell you the desert is not the worst. The worst experience I've ever had in my life is exploring Dragon Spine. Dude. Like, I cannot understand people who say it's like, Dragon Spine is fun, it's unique. Yes, it is unique, but it's not fun when the environment is trying to kill you and none of the compasses work. The Liyue compass doesn't work. The Mondstadt compass doesn't work. There's no compass that works in Dragon Spine. It's not fun to 100% at all. I can't find which chest I've opened in the past. That was like 4 years ago since I played Genshin, or 3 years. You know about the Traveler and use that recorded time against the Traveler? I mean, I like the idea of Sumerian time loop, but I see, like, genuinely, I mean, it would have been so cool if they actually did that. But considering how many regions it has been past that, I don't think they're gonna do it. The most they're gonna do is go back to Sumeru and burn the Irminsul tree, but I think aside from that, they're not gonna do much about it. I mean, Genshin is definitely gonna re-explore some regions after Snezhnaya before going to Conria. They're 100% going to Mondstadt. They're definitely, I think they're going to back to Sumeru to finish up the story. But I don't think they're going back to Inazuma. They're not going back to Fontaine. I mean, they might, just because Fontaine is popular. I don't think they're going back to Natlan ever. I don't think they're gonna go back to Notcry. There's a chance they go back to Liyue, but it's because like how big the plot is, how like complicated it is, and how it's like the China of Genshin Impact. So Chasm, Dragon Spine, and Desert, dude, Dragon Spine is so bad. I don't want to see it ever again. It's the only region I don't have 100%. Find it hard collecting Crimson Agate. Yeah, it's so hard to collect it, and I don't know why no one's talking about it. Dude, it is objectively hard to collect them. I don't care about the weekly commission, man. Like, I can't care about it. Like, who looks at it? I don't even get a notification weekly. Bro, dude. Like, does Genshin understand that people have employment or they're like students? I don't know how people complete every single daily commission. Like, I've seen people say that they're on like their 999-day streak of completing the daily commission. I was like, what? Dude, what? How? Like, even if you were to be unemployed, wouldn't there just be a day where you don't feel like playing Genshin? How you, like, I don't understand people who has been like on a 300-day streak of playing Genshin. It's impossible. In fact, the first time you guys know the temporary thyself event where you get like free constellation. I missed the first one because I didn't log in every day. I missed the first constellation. I missed the free one. I got the second one on the last week, and I've missed the week again. I've just missed my last week for the constellation. Like, bro, why do you expect me to log in 5 days out of 7 in a week? I don't play a game 5 days out of a week. That's like 5 out of 7. Like, I like the game. I love the game actually, but I think it's probably a problem that you should pay attention if it becomes so big of a thing that you're playing it like more than literally maybe like 70% of the week. Dude, I saw like a Reddit post. Okay, I can't believe it, but apparently it's real. But I saw a Reddit post where the OP showed their 16,000 hour of playtime on Genshin. Like, even if you left it on AFK every day, there's no way. Because, you know, like, that's equivalent of, like, someone said that's equivalent of playing 8 hours per day since it got released. There's no way. Dude. Like, how does one get that unemployed? If you're unemployed, surely you would find something to do, right? Surely you would do something like they do on a random Tuesday, right? How does one get so unemployed? That's impossible! Oh my gosh. How? I don't get it. How do you guys do it? I mean, how do they do it? Skill issue? Is it a skill issue that I have a life and I don't play Genshin 10 hours a day? Maybe at most like 1 and maybe at most 3 if I'm feeling free and I'm having a holiday? Started playing Wolverine, never played Genshin. Honestly, wise choice. They gave second a like of Crimson Gate when they released the Chasm. I hate it. Dude, don't even get me started on the Chasm. The thing is, Chasm got released way later in the game, and by that time, most players would have had the incentive to open up like an interactive map and mark down that they have like collected this, right? And I think Chasm has like the indicator of where the closest a gate is, right? Dragon's Spine doesn't, and it's released in like 1.123 or something. Just put Honkai Star on auto so it's like way more manageable. Yeah, the good thing about Honkai Star is that it can go on autopilot mode, and that saves you so much time. I do want to say Currency Wars is way too addictive. I don't think it's not a healthy game. Currency Wars. I don't know how, like, it's supposed to be that boring ass game mode, but somehow it's actually really good. But honestly, I enjoy Genshin's playstyle a lot more in the combat. It's simple, it's straightforward. I mean, in terms of combat, I definitely prefer UA. But the art style, I actually do prefer Genshin. Like, I know it's crazy. I just said that the graphics in UA is so much better, but the art style, I prefer Hoyoverse games. Like, something about their colors just speaks to me. UA is a lot more realistic, though. I think that's, like, you know, stylistic differences. But the combat is definitely better on Genshin, like... I know there's like FUA playstyle, there's DOT, there's Remembrance, there's this and that, but you can't look me in the eyes and tell me you actually feel like Honkai Star is very, like... Look, you can't just look me in the eyes and tell me that it's very interactive. I mean, it is, you press E, Q, and W for final, but... it's different. In every single game, you also press those keys, but it's different. It's turn-based, which means more than often you're doing calculations instead of dodging or doing action. So, after you finish all the missions, it just kind of gets repetitive. Honkai Star gets boring really easily. Like, bro, I don't even care about the relics in Honkai Star anymore. I still farm for relics in Genshin 2 till today, and I've been in the game for 4 years, but I don't know. Something about Honkai Star is just different. I mean, I love the game, but I do think I prefer the overall vibes of Genshin a little more, just because it's a little more medieval-ish in Fontaine, and I can never get out of Fontaine. But yeah, that got a lot of male characters. They should release more hot men. Oh, did you guys see a Blaze SP today? It got drip marketed, I think. Dude, have you guys seen it? Oh. Hot man. Something about the nostalgia of Genshin places, definitely Mondstadt for me. Yeah, Mondstadt's like the one and irreplaceable. It's not replaceable, like, Genshin's not the first RPG, nor is it like the first game that looks like that. There's like the whole like Nintendo scandal when it was released, but nothing replaces the nostalgia of playing like it for the first time. Like, there is Bellabog in Hong Kong. Like, okay, let's compare it, okay? Genshin's Mondstadt versus Bellabog in Honkai Star Rail. They're both the starter region. Okay, sorry, it's not Bellabog. I know it's like Herda spaceship, but like, bro, no one cares about it. It's Bellabog, okay? Let's compare Mondstadt with Bellabog. They're both the starter region. But you see the difference? You see how different it is? Like, yes, I cannot explain it. I don't think there is any objective explanation to why Mondstadt is so much more nostalgic. But you guys can all agree on that, right? You guys can all agree on it, right? They just flipped his jacket inside out. They did, and they just put on bandages, but he's hot. He's still hot, okay? You gotta go sleep already. Have a good sleep. Do you play PGR? No. Okay, there are a few games I want to get into, but I'm too busy to. Preferred Honkai Star Rail? Really? You guys preferred Bellabog? Seriously? I don't think I've ever heard someone say they preferred Bellabog over Mondstadt in the same regard. Like, in the same context. But that's definitely one of the ticks. Okay, I do think there is a... Okay, I came up with a scientific explanation. Not scientific, but like, logical explanation. It's because Genshin is open world, and... Like, Honkai Star Rail is open world, but it's not open world to the same extent as Genshin, right? And that's probably why Honkai Star Rail has like much better graphics. Cause I like the characters more in Honkai Star Rail. Okay, that's true. Honkai Star Rail has a lot better characters. I think. Okay, I don't think you can just look me in the eyes and tell me that Honkai Star Rail characters are worse than Genshin in terms of the writing, because that's definitely not true. Genuinely, the only character who's remote, like, okay, just for Amphorius, okay? Let's just look at Amphorius. I don't think there's a single Genshin character whose story is better than anyone in Amphorius. And the closest one is probably Farina and maybe to some Columbina. It's not even close. Like, Farina is pretty close to the level of Final, but like, I don't want to have bias, okay? Because I'm so Farina coded. You guys all know I'm Farina, diehard fan. But I'm gonna take off my bias. I don't think it's even close. None of the Genshin characters has story as good as Honkai Star Rail ones. And that's a huge part of Honkai Star Rail, is the story. I look forward to so much in the story. Because in Genshin you can explore, right? So people play Genshin for a lot of different reasons. It's not always just gacha, pooling, meta. Actually, most of the gacha community don't even care about the gacha. It's just the it's just a small minority on internet that, you know, cares about the gacha a lot or the meta. Because a lot of casual players just log on, maybe explore a bit and log off, right? And personally I play Genshin for the exploration as well. And like the story is definitely a big part. Story, music, exploration. But in Honkai Star Rail, the exploration is pretty limited. Like, it's not bad, but it's limited. And that's why the story of Honkai Star has to be good to compensate it. Because they actively lose a portion of the people who play for the exploration, right? And that's why Honkai Star probably has a lot better story, maybe, to compensate that, right? Do you plan on having a reaction video, like funny stuff and etc.? Yes, if I become a famous VTuber. No, if I don't, because if I make a video like that, no one's gonna watch it. But let's say, okay, hypothetically speaking, if I had like... Hypothetically speaking, let's say I have like 50k subs, right? Like, I can literally go to toilet on stream and someone would clip it and put it on YouTube, and then maybe that video would have like 10k views. Hypothetically speaking, if I just started streaming when I was having a shower, people would still watch it with the shower noises going on in the background. I could start a stream where I just cut my fingernails and someone's gonna watch it. Peak VTuber content. But if I'm like, by the state of my channel currently, I'm not gonna do it. Maybe not. I like Raiden's lore a lot. Raiden is like one hell of a duality of men character. She's one hell of a duality character. Cause people who love her, and people who hate her. People who thinks her story is good are die-hard fans of her. People who thinks her story is shit are die-hard shitter of her stories on her. And me personally, I'm not the biggest fan of at all, actually. But I can kind of get why people say it's pretty good and not that shit. Because like, I used to think that A's story is pretty shit until Natlan got released, and I was like, they just kind of dropped the bar, so I guess the bar is not that high. You clip farming potential? Yeah, you can clip farm on my streams. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of clips where I just go out of context. Okay, I'm being completely serious. I have considered hiring a clipper, but like, it would be okay. Look, I have considered hiring a clipper, but look at this. I feel like it would be a little, you know, it would be a little inhumane if I hired a clipper and let him sit through like a whole hour of stream, just me drawing and talking shit. Like, that would be a little inhumane. I don't think any money can compensate for the boredom of watching my streams. Like honestly, I appreciate that there's like 10 viewers on my stream right now. I don't know how you guys do it, because like if I watched YouTube, I saw my own stream, like if I were to see a stream like that, I would just click off. So bro, you guys are like, you guys are amazing. Like, genuinely, thank you so much for bearing with my boredom. You got motivational speeches? Yeah. Did you know that, like, if... Okay. Okay. Look. Here's my motivational speech of the day, okay? Look. I do get some motivational speaking. I mean, I do get some I do get some motivational speeches, okay? Just, okay, think about it. If you ever felt useless in your life, don't feel about it, okay? Don't feel bad about it, okay? Because just open up Genshin, look at a character called Mika. He's the most useless character in Genshin. Because you wanna know what, Mika? Just press M! There's a map in there. We don't need a freaking cartographer. I don't know, like, I know the unemployment situation is pretty bad, but I'm sure it hasn't gotten to Mondstadt yet. Like, there's literally Flora selling flowers. Like, just go join in Flora or something. Like, just go speak to the customer like, hey, there's Mika. I'm selling flowers. Like, just do that instead. Like, we don't need a cartographer, Mika. Like, okay. Mika's like the one unemployed friend who pretends they have an employment. Like, they're the one unemployed friend who tells you, nah, I'm working. Like, and you ask them what they're working on, they're saying like, yeah, I'm working for like whatever, and you don't know what they work. And that's Mika. He just be like, he's okay. Out of all the cool look, it's Genshin Impact. They have cool ass occupations. Navi is a mafia boss. Did she get into jail? I don't think so. She's still alive and jumping. She's still looking good as ever. And I'm pretty sure she has killed a few people before because she's in the mafia. Like, you could have had such cool occupations, but no. You had to be a cartographer. Like, okay, look. Nothing wrong with cartographer. If anything, I'm more unemployed than Mika because I'm a freaking artist, okay? But Mika, it's Genshin Impact. Choose a more useful, like, choose a more interesting occupation. Right? Okay, look. Let's put that into perspective. If I were in Genshin Impact, dude, I would just become someone like Fischl. Like, okay, look, Mika is like unemployed and pretending to be employed, but Fischl is like unemployed pro max. I don't know what age she is. She's probably like 18 or something. That means she's like alive and jumping. Maybe she should go to work because she doesn't go to college. But like, girl, I don't know why she's like more unemployed than Mika, but she's more interesting. Like, just be Mona, write some interesting shit. It's fun talking to you. Oh, thank you. I mean, it's fun talking to you guys as well. Benny Boy is my inspiration. Yeah, Bennett is like the most... Okay, who's like the most unemployed character in Genshin? Is it actually Bennett? Is he like the most... is he like the most unemployed guy ever in Genshin? Oh, is it Razor? Okay, Razor's not a guy. He's hanging out with the wolves. He's hanging out with the furries. Don't count as it. Like, yeah, I don't think so. Bennett's is like an adventurer, but he's shit at being an adventurer. And honestly, I can relate to him. My occupation is a full-time college student, and I suck at being a student. Like, I still get maybe 3 GPAs. Like, I suck. So honestly, Bennett, I kind of relate to you. Someone clip that. Just saying. Who's like the, okay, look. Who's like the most unemployed character in Amphorius? Not Amphorius, Honkai Star Rail. Wait, who has an employment in Honkai Star Rail? Bro, if we were to think about who's like the least employed character in Honkai Star Rail, it's probably Trailblazer. We're unemployed. Dude, we're unemployed and just going to Cosmos and telling them, eat my bats and shit. Yeah, if you felt unemployed, just think of a Mika, man. Like, if you feel bad about yourself, just look at Mika, it's fine. By the way, there was nothing against cartographers, okay? I just want to make this perfectly clear. I'm just saying this in the context of a video game, okay? Cartographers are great. I don't know what they do in real life, but they must be cool. They saving the world? That's true, okay, yeah. I guess saving the world is an occupation. Wait, I just realized EVANESCIA's like an art. Wait, isn't EVANESCIA an artist? How fitting. I'm drawing EVANESCIA. EVANESCIA is like the beginner artist, but she's actually kind of cool and doesn't start arguments on the internet. Will Himeko get the same fate as the other Himeko? Yeah, she's gonna have her last lesson in Planet Arcadia. She's gonna have her last lesson in Planet Arcadia. Yeah. I wonder what Welts felt about ever letting Himeko down the train, the express. Pom Pom might be closest to unemployed because I see bro in the lounge 24/7. Wait, yeah. Wait, if Pom Pom's the conductor, what does Pom Pom do outside of, you know, like conducting the train when they need to do a warp jump? I just realized it. Okay, I never noticed it. But you're right. Because, like, okay, I want to have Pom Pom's job. Think about it. Your job is to start the express and conduct it to whatever store it's in, right? The catch is you only work like once a year. You only work when the last patch has completed. Pom Pom works once a year, and he gets the money. He, she, or they, I don't know. And then Pom Pom just gets to like hang out in the lounge or something every day. And plus, Pom Pom doesn't need to fight. So while March 7th, Dang Hong, Danny Boy, like, and Stell is fighting for their lives down there, Pom Pom's just like, nah, take my beer. Like, nah, hold my beer. Like, hold my beer, man. I'm not gonna get myself involved in this shit. And then when the Trailblazers go back, Pom Pom would just go like, Pom Pom was so worried about you. Where have you been? Pom Pom is so worried. I'm so glad you're okay, Trailblazer. March, Danny, at March, Dan Hong. Trailblazer, Pom Pom was worried sick. But like, Pom Pom doesn't have to do anything. Okay, guys, I think we should stop hating on Paimon. Like, it's unreasonable to hate on Paimon. Cause think about it. Pom Pom's job is to conduct the train once in a year, right? Other than that, he just sits in the lounge, and whenever something happens to Trailblazers, he just goes like, Pom Pom was worried sick! Oh, I'm so glad you guys are okay! But think about it. We hate Paimon because she's like annoying, right? But think about it. Paimon's, you know, she's at least hardworking. She follows the Traveler to everywhere. And then when the Traveler's about to die, Paimon actually tries to wake them up. And Paimon would actually, like, Paimon's actually genuinely concerned. She goes like, Traveler! Paimon was so worried about you. Please don't go away from Paimon ever again. Promise me you won't leave me. Ah! Right? But like, Paimon actually follows us around, and while she cannot fight, she tried her best. I can't say the same with Pom Pom. That's why he's my goat. Okay, that's true. Pom Pom or Paimon? I want to say Pom Pom, but based on the points I just brought out, it's probably Paimon. Okay, objectively, it's Paimon. But we all love Pom Pom more. I do love her JP. Oh yeah, it's the same VA as Kaguya, right? Oira tachi is something. Tabibito. Blah blah blah. Well, her previous ENVA, and she's a horrible person, by the way, just goes like, Paimon won't forget that. It's time for some Paimonian wrath. And the color just goes like, don't touch me. Yeah. Paimon's taking care of the Traveler more than their sibling to that world. Yeah! Dude, like, look. I'm a person who deeply cares about my family, okay? My family and friends always goes into my #1 priority in my life. But there's a point where you should cut the line, man. Like, you should cut the line, man. Traveler, look. I understand that you miss your sibling. But listen to me. You've been separated for 500 years. Your sibling doesn't give a fuck about you. Like, they don't give a flying fuck about you. Every time they see you, they're trying to kill you. Like, look, every time they see you, they're even telling you, like, bye, I'm gonna go get the milk again after seeing you for like a minute. refuses to elaborate, or tries to kill you. Like, think about it. Dude, just stop finding your sibling, man. Like, I don't know, start a family. Live in Teyvat. Like, if it's Aoife, you have plenty of good choices. There's Ayaka, there's Nilu, there's Kaching, there's, like, I don't know, get along with Jet. She's like the best wife ever. Start a family. Like, I don't know, you don't need your sibling anymore. She clearly doesn't care about you. And if you're Lumine, I don't know, like, you have Xiao, you have Alhaven, you have, I mean, nothing wrong with liking girls, but just saying in the universe of Genshin for whatever reason. Like, if you're Lumine, just get together with, I don't know, Nouvelette or something. Okay, Nouvelette's together with Rare Festley, that's on me, but just find a person and start a family, dude. Like, fuck your sibling. Why are you finding them? I don't care. Like, Aoife, just get with freaking Columbina. As much as I hate Columbina, like, dude, Columbina appears more than the sibling. That's what I say. Is there a theory that the other sibling is long gone? I feel like only one of them will be leaving that world. Okay, I'm getting chills. I just have to look at the back of my room. Right. But did you know there was a theory that was really popular back then that basically says that there was never the other sibling. The other sibling has never existed. And there's two possibilities. One, it's all in our head. From the start of Mondstadt, we have never had a sibling. For two, the sibling has died way before the story of us started. And the current sibling is a poser. And the fact that the Wild Hunt is capable of impersonating the sibling just adds fuel to that theory. The sibling's gone. Like, it's long gone. They have been dead. They have been dead at the start of the game. And that's why the sibling is recorded in the Irminsul. Because maybe they wasn't born in Teyvat, but they died in Teyvat. And that's why they were considered an entity in Teyvat. Because if you died in Teyvat, then I feel like it's only fair that you get considered having lived your life in Teyvat, right? That's why she's in the Irminsul tree. Yeah? The last part's my own theory, but if the sibling has never existed, then the Irminsul tree would be a little debatable, but I think it's plausible that, like, I like that theory, okay? But I don't think Genshin's gonna pull that off. Just saying. It makes sense that if the sibling has been dead since the start of the game, and the sibling we've been seeing was always the Wild Hunt or something equivalent to that, doesn't that explain why the sibling is in the Irminsul records? Doesn't that explain that? Think about it. Sorry for ruining your days, by the way, but think about it. Got chills when I said that? You're supposed to. Okay. What's some theories of Genshin? Like, what's a character that you want me to theorize on? Like a lore relevant character, not just some random ones. I'll come up with a theory. We're both siblings together and we're just teleported away from each other at the beginning. See, we have no proof that actually happened. None of the other characters have ever seen the other sibling. They've never seen the other sibling. The only person who's ever seen the sibling is us and Paimon. For one, that's for one. For two, no one in Genshin knows about this. Like, they can know about the Shades, but apparently they don't know that there was a fight in Celestia, not even the Archons. That could be because they were forbidden about talking about it, but I like to believe they genuinely don't know, because Nahida was like trying to help us and she was like, oh, I just found out that blah 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 blah, and she's a little bit too honest to lie. What I'm trying to say is, if the only person who knows that the fight happened is us, then the idea that the sibling was an impersonation and that there was never a sibling that never happened could be true. Because there's no further evidence that proves that this fight has happened outside of the Traveler. It was only in our head. The cutscene we played could be in our heads. No one ever said that it was a real cutscene. It could have been in our head. It could have been in our imagination. They have never said it wasn't. Does that make sense? I mean, it's like a far-stretched theory. I don't think it's true, but it would be hella cool if they did that. Please do it. It would be so cool if they did it. It's a little far-fetched, but I like to give it the benefit of the doubt. It was all a dream? I don't think so. I think Teyvat is real, and that Teyvat is in a time loop. Like, it is real, but it's in a time loop, so a little bit of that, a little bit of like a dream idea, I guess. But I think, okay, I don't think it's true, but based on that theory, if I were to be a supporter of that theory, okay, then I'd just say that I believe that the sibling has never existed, or they have existed, but they have been dead long ago. 500 years ago, they have been dead. Because, okay, I'll stand in the point of like a supporter of this theory and explain it, okay? Remember in Not Cry, where when we saw in our memories, and that was by Columbina, right? So there was Columbina, the Moon Mirror, and the Traveler. There was like 3 parts in that dream. I mean, the memory. That would be more reliable, right? It's probably true. The memory we saw is probably untainted. And what we saw was the sibling from outside the spaceship. The sibling literally has, like, we haven't seen the sibling exit the spaceship, but we've seen the sibling outside of the spaceship. So, like, you know, wouldn't it make a little sense that the spaceship is in fact there at the moment, but the sibling has been dead, and someone from outside of the spaceship saw the sibling inside and impersonated them. And that's why we've never seen the sibling come out of the spaceship. And from the start of the story, like from Not Cry, as we see in the memory, the siblings outside of the spaceship at the start of their journey. That's why they're outside, because they've never lived. Does that make sense? That fear is like the fight did happen, but the sibling didn't survive that. And how reliable was the fight in the starting cutscene is actually also a question, because we were never made aware that there was a spaceship, right? We were always under the idea that the sibling just descended onto Teyvat. And the fact that we can actually go to the moon and there is a spaceship kind of makes the starting cutscene a little questionable. How do you just fight the like sustain of heavenly principles and just somehow you just go back to the spaceship and crash onto Teyvat? Like, it's very sus. Let's just say it's very sus. Even if I were not to, like, even, like, I'm not a supporter of this theory. I mean, I could be, but even with as a non-supporter of this theory, I think this starting cutscene is starting to look really sus. It's starting to look really, really sus. That's what I'm saying. There's a chance that it has never happened. And that was in our dreams. And for whatever reason, we had decided that we wanted to make that. We had a fight with the heavenly principles, and that's how we got to Teyvat. For what reason, we don't know. Call me a theory crafter. Call me a theory crafter. cool theory, I guess. It's a wild theory. It's probably not true, but I really like the theory. If I were to actually create a story, I would come up with something like that instead of happy ending, blah blah blah. I mean, I would still come up with a happy ending, but I'll probably add something as crazy as that inside. No, I want to add in the Sakuras, but it doesn't really fit, does it? I want to screw up the... Okay, hold on. Are we in the second loop? Because Venti said at the start, then I shall tell you again, or something like that. Or did Venti experience the journey along with the other sibling back then? I think it's both plausible. I like to think it's the first, because Sumeru was a huge foreshadowing. Like, Sumeru's plot was so insane. Like, Genshin at the start was like mild. The lore was really interesting, but up until Sumeru, it was nothing crazy, right? But Sumeru was really crazy. Like, Sumeru is so much more than it seems. Sumeru is so much more than the Archon quest. It's genuinely so insane that people often overlook the fact that it's probably a foreshadowing that we are in the Samsara cycle. The existence of Urban Soul Tree kind of proves that anything can be erased. And so, I like to think that Venti says I shall see you again because it's the second time we've experienced it. How would you make the traveler react then after they find out? How would you think the traveler react, right? Honestly, I don't know. I don't think, dude, the traveler literally goes like this every day. They just go like this. They can literally listen to the, like, bro, the traveler looks at Farina die after, like, Fosler's die after 500 years, and the fact that they nearly killed Farina, and they just go like that. Traveler. After accidentally almost killing an innocent person for 500 years. They just go like that. Maybe transport into parallel reality. Ooh, I like that idea. That is one hell of an interesting theory. I like that idea. I really like it. But I feel like the Sakura branches cover up the it cover up the clouds. And I've worked so hard for the clouds. Alright? I mean, sacrifices has to be made. Among the 5 of us, one shall be sacrificed. Hello, Faye, how are you doing? Because they might have identical experiences then in those parallel realities. I think so. We are emotionless or lobotomy every time, besides fighting. What are the chances that the traveler is an AI? What are the chances? Just saying. What are the chances that the traveler is an AI? I mean, by now, we practically have the confirmation that Paimon is the Heavenly Principles. She's a part of the Heavenly Principles. We have the confirmation. How we know is that Paimon's name lines up with the Traveler spaceship and Heavenly Principle thing, right? By now we know that Heavenly Principles is the spaceship, and the spaceship terraformed Teva, and then they became the Heavenly Principles, right? And Paimon is probably from the spaceship, and by now we already know that probably Paimon is an AI from the or a sentient being from the spaceship, from Heavenly Principles. So actually one of the oldest theories in the book was after all correct, unless they try to change it again. Get just tired from a lot of sun. Oh, alrighty. I don't want Sakura I don't want to cover the clouds. What do you guys think? Am I moving to their body though with my controls? Yeah. I want to hear more Paimon theories. Maybe just a Sakura tree falling or swinging by the wind? Yeah? Do you guys think this covers up the cloud? Okay, here's the one with the Sakura trees. Here's the one without. Looks good, yeah? Kind of pretty, not gonna lie, but the F4 in the clouds, yeah! But if you guys think it... Oh, okay, I just had the sound broke, sorry. If you guys think it looks pretty, then we'll go with that. I mean, the Sakura, yeah? Any problem is that the Sakura is too similar to the color of the clouds. I thought about it too, but I do think that the white could be the best decision we can have right now. So... Hold on a second, I want to change your stockings again. I forgot the stocking line. Isn't there like a line in the stock? Okay, look, I have never wore black stockings, so I don't know, but I'm pretty sure there's like a line in here somewhere, right? Is there any female who has worn a stocking? Tell me about this. Ooh, okay. There's a seam? Oh yeah. You guys know way more about stockings than I do. I want to draw it as authentic as possible. Is there like another seam in here or something? Seam gets a little weird around the feet though. It doesn't run in a straight line there. Oh, well, I don't think you notice it because it's gonna be in the water later. Unless I bring it back to the staircase. Okay, what do you guys think? Obviously, the water isn't completed yet, but is the water better or is the staircase better? What do you guys think? The color of the stairs are changeable, but which one would look better? If it was like water, I would do something like this. Right here. Maybe Paimon is the main culprit that separates the sibling? Yeah, we never know. There has to be a reason why she has to stay with us. Like, her separation anxiety is so bad that I seriously doubt she's staying with us because she wants to. There has to be a reason why she feels like she has to stay with us, right? But hey, that's just my theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching. Water? Okay, already. That means that this part is gonna like, okay. Let's try the indication mark. This part right here is gonna be submerged into the water. Like, I know, questionable, but this part is gonna be underwater. Or alternatively, we can do something like splashes. Like, I know it doesn't make sense that she just floats on water, but it looks cool, okay? She just floats on water right now, okay? She just knows she's immersed seafood and is genetically programmed to stay with the traveler. Wait. Reflection's very nice looking. I hope so, yeah. Okay, everyone says water. I'm gonna go with water. Cool. Now let's kind of fix the background a bit. I mean the sky, because the sky is looking really plain right now. Let's see. Let's do some coloring. Mm-hmm. Is there a character on Honka Star that is sheep in clothing personality? Ooh. Oh, does Firefly count this one? I can't think of any, but Firefly could be one. Paimon? Yeah, Paimon is one, but she's in Genshin. Pom Pom? Yeah, I need to know the lore about Pom Pom. We can never know if they're good or bad if we don't know about the lore. Well, if you consider Evernight as like March, then I guess March. Wolf in sheep clothing. March. Sushang? Oh, really? I didn't pay attention to her lore. Can't sleep. I'm back. Harry's still awake. It's like 2 a.m. only. It's fine. I was on the track of like fixing my sleep schedule, but I guess it never happened, so... Streamers don't sleep? That's true. Siegewing English? Oh yeah, that's right! Siegewing is a wolf in sheep's clothing. She 100% is. She's scary as hell. Like, she would look at you and pull out a tranquilizer and say, "It's okay, stay here, it's not gonna hurt." And then she would like shoot you. Siegewing is American. She would look you in the eyes and say like, "Don't worry, it's only gonna pain a little. It's only gonna pinch a little, and we had to do it for the sake of your safety." And then bang! Tranquilizer. And a bullet. Bang! 3 holes into you. How's it 2 a.m.? Pretty sure there is a bigger time difference, right? It's 12:13 in Hong Kong right now. I have no idea if that applies to Hong Kong, but as you might be aware, China has only one time zone, and it's GMT plus 8 for whatever reason. And if it is true that it applies to Hong Kong, I think it explains a lot. Because from geographically, I think Hong Kong probably actually lies somewhere in GMT plus 7 instead. It's like I think the zone, I mean, time zones are, you know, the line can be pretty diluted sometimes, but based on the other countries and their time zones, I'm pretty sure Hong Kong should have been on GMT plus 7. And that's why despite East Australia being so far away from Hong Kong, it's only 2 hours difference. Harihina, how are you, Evan? I'm doing great. How about that creator of the Genshin Impact? Didn't you ever create a story, only put cutscenes and the rest of the gamers made up a story in their minds? I mean, with how much theory crafters there are, I'd say that's pretty plausible. No, I'm just joking. These stories has been planned years ahead. I would say that definitely already has the ending of Conria by now. Notcry was definitely like I do believe that Notcry was unintended and it was like a rush project. It was still handled really nicely though. I mean, we can tell it's pretty much a pretty good story, but the other regions are like out long ago. Like The ending of Snezhna is probably out already, just that we don't know about it. Like, the general direction is there, 100%. It's in the middle of the zone, really? I think it's probably about 7 or 8 GMT, maybe. Your rank in the voting for galleries first, if I remember correctly. Hina, congrats. Hope it keeps up. I do hope it keeps up. I don't think it's going to, because I like to believe probably people just voted for me from my Instagram, and I don't think it's gonna keep up, but I hope it does. When does the voting end? You do have 50 and it's already a crazy amount. That's true. I don't think 50 of my story viewers went to vote there. I'd say at most 10 people from my Instagram went to vote there, because for one, most of my fan base isn't from Hong Kong. Only about 20% or 10% of my fan base from Hong Kong. That's still 4,000 people, so that's a lot, but only 400 people saw a story, so probably, I don't think it's like nothing over 10 people, 100%. Votes are not over 10 from my Instagram. So I do think that people probably genuinely saw it and thought like that was cool. So totally forgot to submit mine. Same. I just forgot I submitted it and I just saw it appear and I was like, oh right! There was this thing going on. Still go to Mihoyo only because they moved the venue so close to my district for once. If it's still at Kuntong, I wouldn't go. Where do you live? Okay, it is a private question. Maybe I shouldn't ask that. I mean, Hong Kong's really slow. Like, you say your district, I can guess which if you say your district, there's a pretty good chance I can guess which estate you're living in. Because, like, let's say, take an example, right? Kuntong. There's like only a few estates in Kuntong. It's like a mall in Kuntong. There's like what? It's like it's the big mall and then some residential area. I mean, yeah. So don't say it. Don't say it. No. I think, wasn't it in the new territories? I didn't know it was in Kuntong. I mean, to be fair, to be very, very fair, right? Tons of people live in Kuntong. Tons of people live in Kuntong. There's a big population in Kuntong. So, I think it's pretty fair that they made it there. Like, so many people live there, so. New territory? I guess so. New territory is pretty big. Okay, here's what I think. According to me and my knowledge of Hong Kong, if I were to split the entire map into two halves, the left is like, okay, I'm gonna say this in Cantonese because I can't explain this in English. But if I were to, okay, the entire map looks a little bit like that, right? And then it's like, isn't it a little bit like this, maybe? I think it's a little bit like that, right? And then that's just a straight line. And then that's Disney line. And then that's like the East Rail line. Oh no, it's the brown one now. It's like something like this and that, I don't know. Like this, I think. And then there's like the I think there's like something like the light rail over here, right? And then yeah, basically this. And then there's like the airport line in here. And then there's like the Olympics line in here. I think something like this, right? Okay, MTR map. So let's say I split this in half. If I were to split the MTR map like this, left and right, to me, to me, this is Hong Kong. This is 翻咗大陸. This is Hong Kong area. This is, you're in China. You're in mainland China. You missed the label? Does it even exist now? Is it still there? I thought it was like combined. I mean, I take the brown line a lot now. I mean, it was a meme, but it was genuinely pretty good. Like, I gotta give it the credit, man. Like, the brown line was a meme because of the song, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I gotta give it the credit. Credits due. Like, gotta give it the credit, but yeah. Dude, I actually don't know anywhere in New Territories. New Territories to me is like cows and sheep. I'm so sorry. It's like cows and sheep to me. I mean, I know about 屯門, I know about 天水圍, I know about 沙田, I know about 烏溪沙, 馬鞍山, 白石角. Is it in New? I think it is. Know about 大埔? Is it in New Territories? I think so. 將軍澳, yeah, I know about 將軍澳. 將軍澳, I mean. 西貢? Yeah, not much about that. No, I don't know about New Territories. Light blue is still there? Yeah. Light blue is 翻咗大陸. Nah, it's the left part. Like, anywhere outside of the blue, green, purple, or like brown line, it's 翻咗大陸. Or maybe the first few stops in like Prince Edward, Mongkok, Yamate. That's like still in Hong Kong. Outside of that, 翻咗大陸. There's one where the guy jumped out of the train recently. I told you when you were streaming some day back. Cyclone is so sad. I had like a friend who was living in Cyclone, and she owned like one of the fast speed ships and something. That was like so cool. I mean, people in Cyclone probably drive, so. No, MTR, dude, MTR is like the best thing that has happened in a while. Like, it's the best thing that has happened since the invention of Wi-Fi. I mean, I know NCR got invented after, before Wi-Fi, probably, I don't know, but just saying. Mainland is up north. Like, I know, I don't care. I know, I don't care. New territory is is mainland area for me. Like, only Hong Kong Island and Kowloon is Hong Kong for me. Okay, that's just a joke, okay? That's obviously a joke. Don't cancel me for that. Obviously just a joke. I love my new territory brothers and sisters, but yeah. Like, no, I'm not gonna talk about what district I live in, but it's not obviously not two new territories, and I've never really been in new territories. Like, I'm only there because I need to go to like internship work and stuff. Semi-fun but not convenient. I guess it is fun, but like I would just rather sleep in my house. I mean, my flat. There's no houses. I mean, there is houses, but just not for me. Australia. She lives in Australia district. That's right. I live in Queensland. Like, I don't care. I'm gonna laugh at the people who don't have 50 cents transportation fee. Yeah, that's right. Come to Queensland. We have 50 cents for every transportation except the airport line. That's still, for some reason, I don't know why, 23 whole dollars. Freaking hell. Did a little bit of like watercolor stuff, I guess. Not really, but you know, how do you find art friends to collab with that are chill? I feel like it's always a gamble. Okay, I don't do this only because of I'm like opportunistic or something, but genuinely, the best person you can collab with is famous artists because they're aware of PR. Like, if they're famous to a degree where they have above like 20k, 30k, 40k, 50k, or even 100k, they definitely have basic knowledge of PR. And so, regardless of if they're a good person in real life or not, they're gonna act like a good person. To you, at least. So, the best way to meet like a friendly artist is to talk to a popular one. Because they don't want to screw up their reputation, right? Regardless of if they're good or bad in real life, they're gonna act like they're nice to you. Don't just look at communities with like casuals. But to be fair, you're a casual as well, so I'd say like just stick with the people you have in your community. It's like different communities, but it's also like, I mean, I wouldn't say don't engage with like the more professional side of things or like the more popular side of things, but you're a casual, and so the people you would be finding are casuals. Only on stream though, yeah, I mean, how they act in real life is their problem. Doesn't concern me unless they did something that concerns their career. Like, you never know, right? You never know who's good. I mean, Moist Critical could be a horrible person in real life, and we will never know. But just an example, right? But at least they're gonna act nice, so it's pretty possible that they wouldn't be mean to you, right? Your stream is kind of relaxing. I hope so. I have an assignment that I have to interview a professional entrepreneur, create and write and present due Tuesday. Good luck. I have like an assignment due Tuesday as well. I don't even know how I'm gonna do it because I have received 0 replies. Good luck. I mean, yeah, I mean, dude. If I were to be the person, right? Genuinely, if I received some random DM of like an interview, I would probably not reply as well. Because, like, who knows what it is? It could be a scam, it could be someone who has malicious intent. It's always better for your safety to not answer. Like, I know probably someone's in need, but it's like to protect themselves as well. And I can understand why they didn't reply. That's a good assignment, but pretty daunting. Yeah, I'd say it's a good assignment. It's really letting you see people who has experience and has obviously the guts and the the experience or like whatever they have that takes them to be a popular streamer, blah blah blah, artist, this and that, right? But it is mildly inconvenient. It is mildly inconvenient, like mildly infuriating assignment. Let me draw some, classic birds. The way we all do. Honestly, being in a small crowd and VTuber streaming feels relaxing and fun. It does, it does. I mean, it makes sense if the deadline is less harsh. It's college. You went to college, you can't expect it to be enjoyable. Unfortunately. It's college, college is college, and this and that, man. But hey, I can't speak on behalf because I obviously have my life very easy. The fact that I'm able to sit down and stream tells that I have an easy life. I have my life on easy mode, I guess. So I can't say on behalf of like all college students because obviously a lot of people work and a lot of people have to make a living while going to college and their parents don't pay tuition, this and that, blah blah blah, right? So there's like a struggle, but just saying, you're going to college, so you can't really expect it to be like not harsh because more than oftentimes probably will be. So unfortunately, crazy one of the alumni of my school is the CEO of Neopets, and I was offered an internship after they saw my school merch design. You should go, like, seize the chance, go into there, stay there, no matter what they do to you. Don't ever quit that job. You might have good chances in there. Just saying. Streaming past midnight isn't easy though, because I don't have time in like the day and I have a fucked up sleep schedule anyways. Might as well make the most out of my fucked up sleep schedule, right? How about I make it less cartoonish? truly a streamer experience? Yep. So you don't sleep? No, I do sleep. I sleep like maybe 5 or 6 hours a day. Probably not the healthiest thing to do, but I'm so screwed that I consider 6 hours of sleep as like good. College tuition is rising up too much. Yeah, I pay like what, 5,000 Australian dollar for 1 trimester. 5,000 for 1 trimester, and I'm in a design school. It's not like I'm doing quantum physics. I'm not freaking doing quantum physics. I'm in a design school. I'm learning design theories. I'm learning about colors, composition, this and that. Why are they charging me 5,000? What is wrong with you? 5K is crazy? No, just wait till you hear about Hong Kong's tuition prices. It's worse than Australia. The first year is better, but the consecutive years are worse, I'm pretty sure. Everything is expensive in Australia though, so you just don't like your school? Why? And why don't you transfer to another one? I mean, I say this as if it's easy as not, but like, just saying, if you don't like it, you might as well transfer to another school. Better than trapping you in somewhere that you genuinely don't want to. Like, you don't enjoy or something like that. Yeah. I mean, it depends on your subject too. I guess there isn't a lot of choices in Hong Kong. Like, you just, like, maybe some subjects you study isn't available in other schools at all, so... Disagree, the first uni is still bad, yeah? 200 to 300 per semester here in Quebec, dude. Canadians have it so good. And Quebecois have it so good too. I don't know if there's a difference between Quebecois and like Canadian tuition, but if it's true for the rest of Canada, what's the immigration policy for Canada, man? Like, what's the immigration policy for Canada? When? Like, bro, why am I... Okay, no, I like... Okay, generally, Australia, one of the greatest countries, according to me, who has been only in Australia for a year, but couldn't my grandparents just decide to immigrate to somewhere else, not Australia? They could have went to Canada a few generations ago, and I would have had the nationality of Canada instead of Australia. Just saying. No better choice, honestly. It's quite lacking in Hong Kong, but of course choices and career choices. That's why I studied design overseas. There's literally only one university option in Hong Kong, and I don't want to feel like I'm bound to one and one only. So, I mean, I want to have variety. I want to experience life without, you know, too much parental support and this and that. I mean, I still have the financial support, but you know, living alone is another thing, and I'm willing to experience that. I mean, it's really lonely, and that's why I'm streaming, but it's great experience, really. Behind the crazy wildlife, then Australia is cool. It is really cool. There's a housing crisis and groceries are expensive here as hell. Yeah, it is the same in Australia and Hong Kong. You have to have peace with wildlife in Australia. If you live in the city center, it's fine. Like, just don't go and live in like a random corner. I mean, if you're Australian, chances are you're living in like a suburb area, like maybe a rural area, driving to work. But if you're there studying or something, you're probably gonna live in like the CBD, and there's not gonna be a lot of stuff there. So draining when you're working to get some funds for tuition, and then we are also stressed, tired on school. I'm scared like this will be nothing in the future because the population is rising. It's hard to get a job. It's true. Like, I just talked about this to my dad, and I was telling him like I'm worried that I wouldn't get a job. And actually I told him that I wasn't really worried I wouldn't get a job because, to be very, very honest, I'm fine with working in retail. I'm fine with working somewhere else. I'm fine with working in marketing, business, whatever, that as long as they hire me. Chances are I won't get that many job offers, but I like to stay optimistic and like to believe that there's a chance I can find a job, right? Even though like I can take working 2 part-time jobs and making like a living in a month, right? I can work in restaurants, I'm fine with that. But the thing is, I told my dad I was just mostly worried what people would think of me if I went all the way to Australia to study design and just came back and worked in something else, right? I was worried that people would think that this was like worthless, it was useless, and this like I was wasting money, right? But he just told me that like if you enjoyed it, if you had the experience, it's fine. Like he just told me that like no matter what happens, your parents support you, and I think that's the most important thing. The views of and comments of people you don't know doesn't really matter. What matters most is you, your friends, and your family. And I think he's right about it. So like, I like to stay optimistic, but you know, deep down, I'm a little scared too. I've sent 40 plus applications for summer interns and got 4 return and 5 in trial. Ooh, already. Education is free, though no one uses it. Well, that is unfortunate. The worst part is more and more companies are closing summer interns and prefer placements on graduate trainees only. Yeah, because like so many people are applying and at least they're hiring graduates, so you don't want to be a freshman and just graduate without like they just tell you nah, we're not gonna hire you and stuff, right? Giga chat parents, yeah, my parents are the best. They're the best parents. My parents are the best. I mean, they used to be really strict and really, you know, not too good to me when I was a kid, but that doesn't really matter because like I grew up, so parents are the best, genuinely. Like, they're quite considerate, so. The AI problem in some companies, are they even going to hire some people? While the AI problem is real, I would rather you not to be too worried about it. For one, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen, and it's not only gonna happen to the creative industry, everyone's gonna have their job replaced. It's not just the creative industry. Next, they're gonna replace law, they're gonna replace doctors, they're gonna replace surgeons, they're gonna replace pharmacists, they're gonna replace anyone deemed as high ranking in the social hierarchy anyways. So I wouldn't be too worried about it because we're going down together. And at some point, they will start to realize that we can't go this way. There's gonna hopefully there's something's gonna happen, and at least Australia is doing a little bit about AI art and stuff like that, right? Putting policies and this and that, right? But other than that, I'd say they are gonna hire you. Graphic designers are still gonna be hired. There might be a cut on your salary, which is very unfortunate, but I wouldn't say you would just completely go unemployed because of it. Chances are you still need to learn to use InDesign, Adobe Illustrator to lay out all the stuff, print it in the correct format, not make it rasterized because AI images are rasterized. I mean, Adobe Illustrator now has like the AI vector function, but like it's still faster to do it by hand. Companies will keep a few graphic designers. It's just gonna be more competitive. I would rather you keep your hopes up, even though things seem really, really dire right now. And I say this like, yeah, I might sound privileged being able to say this, but I'd rather you feel like maybe you have a chance rather than just feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm just gonna graduate with no this and that. I'm gonna die, I'm gonna end up in here and there. And even, let's say, even if we're gonna end up in a restaurant, as a retail, as a waiter, it's fine. There's no ranking in jobs, okay? Any job is a good job. Someone's bound to do the cleaning, someone's bound to do the plumbing, someone's had to do the, waiter, someone has to be the cashier. And any job is respectable. Don't let people tell you otherwise, because that's the stupidest thing possible. While as jobs like doctor, lawyer, engineer, they studied very hard and they deserve their respect, it's definitely not like other jobs are less than them. They're all hard in their own respective area. They're all worth in like their own respective area, and no job is better than another one. That's what I think. So don't let people tell you otherwise, right? You legit went for an AI interview? It's so awkward. I know, it was so awkward. Oh gosh. It was like so awkward, like HR using AI and stuff. Honestly, who invented the AI art and AI in animation? I'm perfectly fine with the search AI and like Google and etc. Search AI is a little more acceptable because they're like compiling stuff, but at the same time, similarly to how artists are afraid that AI art will replace them, which is happening unfortunately, not really to the popular ones, but to the ones who work in corporate or just work as like with no popularity, it is unfortunately kind of taking over them. I don't want that to happen, but sometimes it does. A lot of times it still doesn't. Companies still hire real artists, which is great. Depends on where you are, depends on your company, but at the same time, the same idea can be applied to these search engines. We can still say that it's gonna replace the law and accounting industry because it's now doing the calculations, now doing the law research for me in a second. It can still be said that way, and we all know that no, lawyers still have to study because this and that, right? But just saying, it could lead to this. I wouldn't say it's like much better, but it's definitely slightly better than allowing it in the creative industry. Just realized the final meme is still there? Yes, it is. Love the Sumerian background soundtrack. I have no idea what's playing right now because it's like it's like an MP3 file, but I picked those soundtracks, okay? I handpicked all of them. They're good soundtracks, trust me. I listened to a lot of compilations, listened to a lot of BGMs, and picked the ones that deemed like they were amazing, this and that. I mean, other ones were also amazing, but by that time I already reached like the hour mark, and I was afraid that my machine was gonna like my editing software was not gonna handle a 1 hour MP3, so. Alrighty. You're gonna go sleep right now? Bye! Also, you're studying the design course? Yes, I am. Can you tell me your experience? Because your first semester starts next month. If you're committed to it and you just want to know some like ideas into a design course, don't be deterred by your first trimester. Because your first trimester, I heard that this is actually across all countries. It's just cutting paper. I thought that was just Australia, but apparently not. Your first trimester is always cutting foam board, cutting paper, and doing a bunch of useless stuff. So your first trimester is going to be really easy. It's just going to be a little bit of fine arts. It's going to be a little bit of design concept. It's going to be a lot of cutting paper, using stupid stuff to make some stupid designs. So it's a good time to start learning about things in the next trimester or even year 2. I would definitely start practicing with Adobe programs, because schools don't take Affinity, they don't take Da Vinci, okay? They take Adobe for some reason. Well, there is a reason, but definitely do look into year 2 things while you're in year 1, because you're gonna have a lot more time in year 1. And I'm a year 2 student who just started her trimester. I mean, halfway into my trimester, but in my first trimester, make some friends. That's like the universal college thing. Make some friends. Hang out with them, so you would be more likely to be able to study with them as well. Talk with them about your design projects. Try to find friends that you would get into a grid with. I'd say that think about your major as well, because depending on what your degree is called, maybe you have the ability to pick a major. I chose visual communication, which applies to graphic design, UI, websites, this and that, right? Definitely think about your major. That's going to impact you a lot, and that's going to determine what you're going to practice on and what your year 1 projects are. And I know that your grade doesn't matter a lot, especially in the design industry. Try your best in especially the big assessments, because those assessments, those graphic designs that you do, those product designs that you do, they could very well go into your portfolio. Who knows? Maybe you really did end up with a really good work. You end up posting on Behance or something, right? So take the opportunity, try to practice it. For my experience, it was just regular college. It didn't really feel like it was elating. It didn't feel like it was really, really tiring. Tiring, of course, but not really. Not to the point where I feel like I'm gonna die. It's enjoyable though. I hope you enjoy your time in design college. Definitely. Hi, British Akito. Hello, Akito. How are you doing? Just got home from work and wanted to check in. Alrighty, how was work today? I hope it wasn't too bad. We were just talking about work a while ago. Alrighty. Work was okay, they forgot I existed and didn't let me go on break for 5 hours. No, dude, that is so sad. No. They forgot about you and didn't let you go to break? Dude, that's terrible. Sue the company. Just joking. Don't lose your job. Okay, I think I'm actually done for today. I should take a break. I'm gonna go sleep. It's 3 a.m. right now. Oh, I can't believe I'm saying I'm gonna go sleep. That's crazy. Anyways, we did quite a bit, not a lot, but quite a bit in today's stream. Mainly the water that failed horribly, the sun that failed horribly, the birds that doesn't look too good, the sakura that looks a little weird, but it's all good. I'm gonna fix this up, maybe post it on my other account, on my alt account on Instagram. Be sure to visit me on Saturday and Sunday if you're in Gold Coast. I don't think I'm gonna stream after today for the week. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much for sticking around, and I hope to see you guys in the next stream. Bye! Bye bye!